Hello friends of YouTube, it's Lorian here, eclectic witch and general busybody in the way of the occult. This is your short and sweet oracle card reading for the week of 18th of May. I can't remember what day the week ends on, that will be in the description of the video, but I'm just going to shuffle the Earth Oracle deck, take a look at exactly what card comes out with a message for the next week for you. So hopefully it will give you some guidance as to how it looks to be coming out for you. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so the card that came through was Solitude. Now, I don't know whether you can actually, I'm hoping that you will be able to see this in big colour because I'm going to take it with the picture with a better camera. But this to me, I would say, represents a deep sense of needing to take the time in order to get in touch with who you are. For some of you, I feel like you may have felt more alone in these last few weeks, maybe even longer than that people around you don't seem to be as open or as lifted as they used to be. This could in turn make you feel more internal and inward. I also feel that if they are still generating a sense of energy that you don't really feel you belong in, this could generate a feeling of solitude as well. But this card to me points to solitude in a good way. This is a week that I feel that you'll be able to take time to yourself and enjoy it rather than see it as a curse or see it as a circumstance you didn't like, as a byproduct of feeling down in the dumps or something. This seems to be like you are using this time to really get to know who you are and what you want to do. I mean, if you look at the imagery of this card, you see that the stormy clouds are now parting for the moon to come through and light you up basically from the inside. Clarity is coming through. There's going to be a light shed on something. And sometimes if your mind is so busy with what's going on around you and the feeling of being alone, rather than paying attention to what you could utilize by being alone, that I think is more detrimental than actually paying attention to what you need to. So this, I feel, is more to do with a direction in life. I think that there's some decision that you are not sure about, or maybe a project or a relationship. This covers all bases basically, because you need to figure out how you can apply the time that you have to get the best results. This is generally what this solitude card seems to be coming through. You may be just coming out of weathering a quite hefty storm around you. So now will need to be the time where you recognise your strength of character and also recognise the strength that alone time brings you. It will give you clarity, it will give you time to look around you and really see what can be done or what needs to be done for you to move forwards. I'm already going through this, and I know that with Mercury on the 18th of May goes in retrograde, or starts to, and it's going to cause some problems if it's not already. And generally you may find that you don't want to communicate because it just seems too much hassle with things going wrong. But overall, what I can see here is, I mean, look at that tree, it's blooming, it's in full bloom, and now there's a light shed on it. It's almost like this island is being discovered. You're going to discover your inner self. You're going to allow yourself to bloom by paying attention to what it feels to be on your own, and how it feels to really listen to the inner voice in your higher self asking you to go for things and make sure that you can rise up and tackle problems head on rather than hide. The clouds shield and cover things. You can't always see the colours as they're meant to be seen. Now you're going to see them. And yeah, because to be honest, the greens look lighter in the moonlight, the blossoms look more vibrant, if you can see it on this card. So you're going to have your inner light shed on something in particular. It's going to be almost a light bulb incident. And for those of you who don't like being alone, it seems like it's going to be necessary this time rather than either self-inflicted or a matter of circumstance. You may even be in a situation where you are single and all your friends have partners and they're going off doing this and doing that, and you feel like you're left alone and you may be left in the dark somehow. There's power in being alone. And the key here, again, I just keep getting power in being alone. You need to recognize the power of the self, because we're not all here to be with somebody else to support each other. Sometimes we have to go through a period of being alone to recognize who we are, what we want inside, to move forwards. Be your own superhero, get in touch with who you are inside, and then push forwards. That's the only thing that I can say for this week. Really use either the meditation time, the getting in touch with your inner self time to move on. And I'm going to risk almost semi-swearing here, take life by the balls and ride it for all you can, because this is something that you need to do. It's a very strong message that's coming through to me saying, do this now or you'll be too up in the air later. So it'll be interesting to see what card comes for the next week. But for this one, use the power of your mind and your inner knowing, clarify your thoughts, clear out anything that's worrying you. Put those thoughts aside, because you need to pay attention to what your inner voice wants you to know. And it's going to be really interesting for you. Again, if you want to share your experiences, it'll be great to hear it, because I'm always interested to know what happens for people. Any personal messages really make my day too. If you'd like a personal one-to-one reading, I do have an Etsy shop. There's an offer on there at the moment, and there is also other ways to contact me and get a reading depending on your budget. So just let me know. But in the meantime, I will read for you next week. I'm still in the process of uploading the other videos, and all the links that you can see are in the bottom of the comment box below. So do take care. Remember, being alone isn't everything lost, and I will see you soon. Love and light to you all.